Good morning everyone. My name is Charujan and today we are going to discuss D2 previous year exam of May 2018. Okay, so let's start. In the first question, as you know, you have to answer in true and false and you have to justify your answer also. So what they have given under the condition of resonance. So let's write down all the condition of resonance. Resonant condition is XL is equal to XC. Okay, if XL is equal to XC, then Z value must be equal to R. How? Because Z formula is how much? Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So if XL equal to XC, then Z value must be equal to R. Next thing is, if Z is R, then in that case Z is minimum. Okay, if Z is minimum, then current must be maximum. So you have to remember all this condition of the resonance, and the formula for the resonant frequency is how much? 1 by 2 pi root LC. So whenever they will say that condition of resonance or resonance, so you have to learn all this by your heart. Next, what they have said under the condition of resonance in RLC series circuit, all these are condition for the series circuits only. The power factor of the circuit is unity. Power factor, you know, power factor is how much? Cos phi, and they have said unity means 1. So its answer is true. See how? Because in the condition of the resonance we are having Z is equal to R. R means the resistive load, right? And in the resistive load we have voltage and current always on the same phase. Suppose we are having voltage on the x-axis and we are having current on the x-axis as well, because of the case of resistive load. So angle between the voltage and current is how much? 0. So we will put the value of 0 here. Cos 0 is how much? 1. So its answer is 2, that power factor is unity. You can see that we have used this condition, Z is equal to R, because in the resistive load current and voltage are always in a same phase. That's why phase angle value is 0, that is phi value is 0, cos 0 is 1, that is power factor is unity. Next question. Power consumed by resistor of 10 ohm. Let us draw the diagram first. We are having one resistor, right, 10 ohm, and we have given supply, AC supply, and the current flowing through it is how much? I is equal to 4 plus J3 ampere, and they said power is how much? 160 watt. So now let's calculate the value of power. How can we calculate power? Power formula, as you know, that is I square R, because we have given I and R. So I is how much? 4 plus J3 square multiplied by R is how much? 10 ohm, right? So if we want to multiply, then we need to convert this rectangular form into a polar form, because in polar form we need to multiply and divide. So it would be 5 angle 36.86 again square multiplied by 10. If we will solve this, then 5 5 to 25, and you know that in multiplication angles would be added, then the value would be 73.72 multiplied by 10. Your answer will be 250 angle 73.72. So its answer is false. Okay, because they have given power is how much? 160 watt, but our power is 250 watt. Next question. In the next question, what they have said, in measurement of power on a balanced load by 2 wattmeter method. Okay, they have given 2 wattmeter method. Formula related to this, that is cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 divided by W1 plus W2. So they have said the readings of the wattmeter are 3 kilowatt and 1 kilowatt respectively. Readings of the wattmeter means W1 value is how much? 3 kilowatt, and W2 value is how much? 1 kilowatt, right? Then they said the latter being obtained by reversing the connection of the current coil. Then they have reversed the connection, so we will take minus 1 kilowatt. Instead of positive, we need to change the sign. If they have said minus, then we will change the sign here positive. Okay, we have to change the sign of 1 wattmeter. Then they said the power factor of the load is this one. Let's calculate what would be the power factor. As you know that power factor formula is this one. We just need to put down the values. Cos of tan inverse root 3. W1 is how much? 3. minus WT is how much? Minus 1. So minus 1 divided by 3 plus then minus 1. Okay, I just put down the formula. Cos of tan inverse root 3, then its value would be 4 divided by 2. If you will solve this completely, then you will get only 0.277. So it means its answer is true. Okay, now move to next question. In the next question, what they have said, this is related to the transformer. You know what is transformer? Transformer is a static device which is used to change voltage level without change in frequency. So this is the structure of the transformer. As we know that in transformer there is one primary winding and there is one secondary winding, right? They said one of the transformer winding is shorted. Shorted means the short circuit. Okay, they have short circuited the the secondary winding, while the other is AC excited. AC excited means the other winding they have connected with the AC supply. The input current drawn is in the phase with respect to the applied voltage, but they have said we are having current that is in the same phase with voltage, right? As you know that voltage and current are always in same phase of which case? Only in the case of resistive load. Okay, but they are trying to say that transformer can be connected to resistive load only. So this is not a true, this is a false statement, because transformer can be connected to inductive, capacitive and the combination. But in this they said that voltage and current are in same phase, means they are connected to resistive load. Okay, so this statement is false. Next question, Norton's this is a dependent source question, and state Norton theorem. This one is a theory question. Okay, I'm skipping this part because I have given you the PDF material. You can check it out in the description box. Okay, you will get all the notes related to this in the description box. You can check out from there. I'm solving here numerical. In this numerical, what they have said, they said determine the Thevenin equivalent. Thevenin equivalent, we need to calculate the value of VTH and we need to calculate the value of RTH. Okay, as seen from this terminal. Can you tell me which source it is? This is the in this they have given positive and negative signs. It means it is a voltage source. Okay, positive negative sign means voltage source, and it depends on the value of current. So it is a current dependent voltage source. It is CDVS, because positive negative sign is given means voltage source, and its value depends on current, so it is a current dependent voltage source. So let's calculate for VTH first. As you know that for calculation of VTH we need to follow certain steps, that RL must be open circuited. So we have removed the RL. What was the RL they have given across C and D terminal? That is 6 ohm. So we have removed the RL. Okay, now we need to calculate the VCD value, that must be equal to VTH. How can we calculate VCD value? You are just standing at the A position, just imagine, and you need to move down to the D. As you can see that there is no direct connection between C to D, so you need to move it down like that. So we have to apply KVL in outer loop. Okay, first step is to apply KVL in outer loop. You are standing at C position, so here potential would be VC. Then you move to, suppose this one is A and this one is B, this one is G and this one is H. You will move from C to A. As you can see that no current is flowing through 4 ohm, so leave this. You are moving from A to G. First we need to mark the sign accordingly. Suppose this is the current flowing I1. So this current is moving from G to A, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, now VC, no current is flowing through 4 ohm, skip that. A to G, which is the second sign, plus how much is the resistance? 2. And how much is the current flowing across G to A? That is I1. Then G to H, what is the second sign? Minus. How much is the voltage? 5. H to B, nothing is there, leave that. Then minus VD is equal to 0. Okay, you are at C position and you need to move at D position. So VC minus VD, you can write down VCD plus 2i1 minus 5 is equal to 0. This is the equation we got it from the outer loop. Next we will apply KVL in inner loop. What is the inner loop? Inner loop is G A B H. Okay, now the equation for the inner loop is, suppose you are moving from G to A, second sign is negative, resistance is 2, current is how much? I1. Then again A to B, second sign is negative, resistance is 3, current is I1, and here the value of voltage source. See, this is a voltage source, right? And the value of voltage source, what they have given? I3. So again second sign is negative if you will move from A to B. And what is the value of voltage source given? We will write down as it is, that is minus I3. B to H, nothing is there. H to G, then plus 5 is equal to 0. This is the equation second we got, right? Now we will see that how many variables are there. For this we need to see how many variables are there. You can see that one variable is VCD, another variable is I1, and another variable is I3. For 3 variable you have to make 3 equation to solve this, right? Now you can see that this I3 is the current flowing from A to C, and no current is flowing from A to C because this is an open circuit. So we can write down that I3 value is equal to 0. Okay, we can write down that I3 value is equal to 0. If this is the third equation we got. See, if there are 4 variables, then we need to make 4 equation and we need to solve it properly. No current is flowing from A to C, so I3 must be equal to 0. If we will solve this, all this, then we will get the value of I1 is equal to 1 ampere and VCD is equal to 3 volt. VCD is equal to 3 volt means we will get the value of VTH, that is equal to 3 volt. Next step is for the calculation of RTH. For calculation of RTH, we have to follow 2 steps. First step is to make voltage source must be short circuited, current source must be open circuited. If it is short circuited means just imagine that you are closing the door. Short circuit means you are closing the door and open circuit means you are opening the door. So in this, which source is present? You can see that 5 volt is the voltage source. So I have short circuited this source. Next step is to place the test source across the load resistance. Where your load resistance was connected, you have to place a test source. Okay, that test source can be voltage source. That voltage source is of 1 volt. This is of 1 volt, and from here current I0 is flowing. Now we need to calculate RTH, right? RTH value is how much? V divided by I, because V is equal to IR according to Ohm's law. V value is how much? 1 volt, and current flowing from 1 volt is how much? I0. So if we will get the value of I0, then we can calculate the value of RTH also, right? Now our focus is main to calculate I0. So for that we are applying again KVL. Here the current I0 is flowing, so I am taking the same direction, I0. Okay, and here you can take any direction. I have taken I1. Then mark sign accordingly: positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and this one is I3, right? And in this question they have also mentioned this, then that in this 4 ohm how much current is flowing? I3 is flowing. Now let's make KVL equation. First I have make equation from this mesh 1. From mesh 1, what will be the equation? If we will take second sign, then it would be plus 2 I1, then second sign plus 3. How much is the current flowing? I1 minus I0, then second sign minus, right? Positive to negative means negative, means second sign is negative. And how much is the value of voltage source they have given? Again I3, that is equal to 0. So we will get the equation number 1. Next we will make equation from mesh 2. What will be the equation from the mesh 2? Suppose you are starting from C position, C to this G, second sign is negative, resistance is how much? 4, current is how much? I0. G to this, second sign is minus 3, I0 minus I1, again second sign is this one, minus I3, and then plus 1 is equal to 0, right? Now we will need to see that how many variables are there. We are having I1 variable, and we are having I0 variable, and we are having I3 variable. Again we are having 3 variables, so 3 variable means 3 equation. Now you can see from this area, this one, okay, that what you can see that our current is flowing from G to C, right? Our current is flowing from G to C. They have given how much current is flowing from G to C, that is I3, but our current is flowing from C to G. How much current is flowing from C to G? That is I0. So in a same branch, two currents are flowing and both are in the opposite direction. So what would be the third equation? That is I3 equal to minus I0. That is the third equation. I hope you clear this equation. I am telling you again. See, from G to C, how much current is flowing? I3. Okay, and from C to G, what we have assumed, how much current is flowing? That is I0. So I3 must be equal to I0 minus I0, because both are flowing in the opposite direction. If we will solve this, then we will need to solve equation 1, 2 and 3, right? Then we can solve the value of RTH also. Value of voltage is 1 volt they have given. Just solve this value, okay, then tell me in the comment box that what would be the value of I0. Now you can place the value of I0 here, correct? Now next step, we need to draw the Thevenin equivalent, means we need to draw the VTH. As you know that VTH is always connected in series with RTH, and you have removed the load resistance from here, that is of 6 ohm, C and D terminal. Now you need to calculate the value of current. I is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. VTH value we got, that is 3 volt. RTH value you need to calculate it, okay, and tell me in the comment box also what was the value of RTH. RL is how much? 6 ohm. Then you can easily calculate the value of current, okay. Next question. In the next question, what they have said, calculate the value of I1, I2 in the circuit and draw the phasor diagram also. This is the question of AC circuit, okay. Now solve it. Suppose this is the current I, okay, and this is the current I1 and this is the current I2. They have mentioned in the diagram only. Now you just need to imagine that this is a single circuit, this is the single circuit, and this is the single circuit. Now suppose I am assuming that this one as Z1, okay, this one as Z2, okay, and this one as Z3, this one as Z2 and this one as Z3. So I am writing down the values of Z1. Z1 is how much? You can see that 15 and minus J20 are in series, so I can write down 15 minus J20. This is the value of Z1. Z2 is how much? There is no resistance, right? So instead of in place of resistance we can write down 0 plus XL is how much? J20, because they have given a J, so that's why it means that that they have given the value of XL and XC, okay. Now focus on Z3. Z3 is how much? R is given 10 plus no XL is given, so it would be J0. As you know that Z is in the form of R plus J XL. So if R value is given, write it down R value. Like if XL value is not given, then instead of that put 0, okay, across that. So all these are in the form of rectangular. Now we need to convert these values in form of polar. If we will convert this into polar form, you will get 25 angle minus 53.1. If you will convert this, then you will get 20 angle 90 degree. If you will convert this, then you will get 10 angle 0. Now what we need to calculate? We need to calculate I. You know that I is the total current which is flowing in both the branches. So I is the total current. Formula for that would be V by Z. I is equal to V by Z. V also must be total and impedance must also be total. V they have given, that is 100 angle 20, but total impedance they don't have given. We need to calculate total impedance. So as you can see that this is the Z1, right, and this is the Z2. Z1 and Z2 are connected in parallel, right? Z1 and Z2 are connected in parallel. If we will combine this Z1 and Z2, then Z3 it is connected in series with the combination of Z1 parallel Z2. Now just we need to put down the values, as I am telling you again how these are connected in this. See, this one, right? This one is Z1, this one is Z2. Z1 and Z2 are connected in parallel, then it is combined in series with the Z3. Clear? So Z1 value is how much? What we have written, if Z1 is Z1 multiplied by Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Now just need put down the values of all this. Z1 is how much? If we want to multiply, then we will put in polar form. If we want to add, then we will put in rectangular form. Z1 is how much? We need to multiply, so I am writing in polar form. 25 angle minus 53.1 multiplied by 20 angle 90 divided by Z1 plus Z2 means 15 minus J20 plus 0 plus J20, right? So if we will solve this, then we will get 500 angle 36.9 divided by 15 plus 0 is 15 and minus J20 plus J20 is 0. So it would be 15 plus J0. Now add Z3 also. I am writing down as it is Z3. Clear? So Z3 value was, I am writing down again, 536.9. If I am converting, if I will convert that rectangular form into polar form, we will get 15 angle 0 plus 10 plus J0. Okay, if we will solve this, divide 500 divided by 15 is how much? 33.33. Angle remains same, 36.9 plus 10 plus J0. Now we need to add, convert this polar form into again rectangular form. You will get 26.6 plus J20 plus 10 plus J0. What you will get? 36.6 plus J20. This is the value of I you got. Okay, this is the value of I you got. But we want to this is the value of impedance you got, because we have calculated total impedance now. So this is the value of impedance, total impedance, sorry. Now what we need to calculate? We need to calculate I is equal to V divided by Z. V was how much? 100 angle 20. They have given in the question, right? That is 100 angle 20. Z we have calculated, that is 36.6 plus J20. Again we need to convert it into polar form. 100 angle 20 as it is 41.7 angle 0. If we will solve this, I would be 2.39 angle 20 degree. Now our focus is to calculate now I1. If we will apply current division rule, I hope you know about the current division rule. I1 value would be equal to total current multiplied by the opposite resistance divided by the sum of resistor which are connected in parallel. So I1 would be equal to total current multiplied by the opposite resistance is how much? Z2 divided by the sum of resistance which are connected in parallel, that is Z1 plus Z2. Again we need to put down the value. I value we know, 2.39 angle 20 degree multiplied by Z2 is how much? Z2 we have calculated, that is 20 angle 90 degree, right? Z2 is how much? 20 angle 90 degree. And Z1 plus Z2 we calculated, Z1 plus Z2 15 angle 0. You can calculate it again also, because it is in the rectangular form, Z1 plus Z2, then you need to convert it into polar form. If we will solve this, combine, then you will get how much? Angle would be 90 degree and 20 divided by 15 is 1.33. So you will get 3.17 angle is 110 degree. If you will convert it into rectangular form, then it would be 1.08 plus J 2.9. Next we need to calculate I2. I2 formula is again I total current multiplied by the Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2. So how much is the value of Z1? Z1 value is 15 minus J20 and 25 angle minus 53.1. I value were, that is 2.39 angle 20 degree multiplied by 25 angle minus 53.1. Again Z1 plus Z2 is how much? 15 angle 0. If we will solve this completely, then we will get 3.96 angle minus 33.1, and if we will convert this into rectangular form, then it would be 3.31 minus J 2.16. Okay, now let's draw the phasor diagram. For the phasor diagram, I am writing down all the values. We will get the value of I value is how much? 2.39 angle 20 degree, and I2 value is how much? We just calculated, that is 3.96 angle minus 33.1, and I1 value is how much? 3.17 angle 110 degree, right? So let's draw the phasor diagram, and voltage is how much? 100 angle 20 degree, right? So let's draw the phasor diagram first. This is a 0 degree. We need to draw voltage. Voltage is how much? 100 angle 20 degree. So this is angle 20 degree approx. It would be voltage is 100 angle 20 degree. Okay. Now I1 is how much? 110 degree. So it would be like approx like this, right? 110 degree. So 31.17 angle 110 degree. This is the value of I1. I2 is how much? It is in the negative side, so I am drawing on the negative side. That is 33.1. It is the value of I2, 3.96 angle minus 33.1. Now finally last we need to draw the current value, that is again 2.39 angle 20 degree. So angle 20 degree, it is on the same face like this. Just extend this. Okay, we need to draw it. So this is the current I. Okay, and across this current I we are having two components. One is I1 and another one is the I2. I value is how much? 2.39 angle 20 degree. For this phasor diagram, you should know the basics actually. If you know the basics, then you can draw it easily. Okay, next question. In the next question, what they have said, they said we are having 3 equal star connected inductor. Okay, I am drawing the diagram. 3 equal star connected diagram. Power is how much? 9 kilowatt. Power is how much? 9 kilowatt. And power factor is how much? That is cos phi is equal to 0.8. When connected to a voltage, voltage is how much? VL, because I told you if nothing is mentioned, then we need to take VL only. VL is how much? 960 volt, 3 phase 3 wire, and frequency is how much? 50 hertz, right? So first of all, what we need to calculate, R and L, means it is a combination of R and L. First of all, we need to calculate current. As you know that formula of current is V is equal to I Z, and another formula of current is power is equal to √3 VL IL cos phi, right? Power is how much? 9 kilowatt, so you can write down 9 into 1000 is equal to √3 as it is. VL is how much they have given, that is 960 volt. Current we need to calculate, and cos phi is how much? 0.8 power factor, right? So from this value we can calculate the value of IL, that is 9000 divided by √3 multiplied by 960 multiplied by 0.8. As you know that in the case of star connection, can you tell me, in the case of star connection, what is the value of current? IL must be equal to IPH and VL is equal to √3 VPH. So from here we will get the value of current, that would be equal to IPH only. Now the formula is VPH is equal to IPH multiplied by ZPH. We are having the value of VL. If we will divide by root 3, then we will get the value of VPH, that is 960 divided by root 3, because VPH is how much? VL divided by root 3. IPH value we can put from here, then we can calculate the value of Z1. You need to tell me in the comment box that what would be the value of IPH, and accordingly what would be the value of ZPH. Okay, after getting the value of ZPH, you will get the certain value in the polar form, right? Convert this polar form into a rectangular form, then you will get in the form of R plus JXL. So okay, then you will get the value of R and you will get the value of XL. If you got the value of XL, then you can calculate the value of L as well by the formula XL is equal to omega L. Omega is 2 pi FL. 2 is given, pi is given, F is given, and XL is given. So from here you can calculate the value of L. I just told you the concept only. Okay, so first calculate IPH, put this value of IPH here, then calculate the value of ZPH, then ZPH convert it into a which form? Rectangular form. If you will compare, you will get the value of R and XL that they have asked. Next question. This is a question based on transformer. Okay, if you want me to solve this question, then you need to write down in the comment box that ma'am please solve this question also. Okay, then I'll make a separate video for this. If you are having any doubts, you can call me on my contact number. I'll tell you and clear all your doubts. ठीक है? Okay, bye.